Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another PGA Tour 2K25 Career Mode Series video, and today it is time for the Week 16 tournament, the Norwood Invitational at Emery Beach Club, and we are coming off our first major championship victory. Yes, Ryan Gamer went to the Legends Championship, the games version of the Masters, and we took on the course, Lone Grove Golf Course, and we dominated from start to finish. Ryan Gamer put together his best tournament of his rookie season, and I mean, we won by a long shot. You see this, 36 under, the closest one to us was 22 under. So what an insane tournament that was, and we came in second the week before after struggling in round one, and then we won the Shriners Children Open. So each time we win, we up the difficulty even more. So we did that at the end of the last episode. So we jumped from 90 to 91. And if we win again this week, we'll move it to 92 and so on until we find that perfect difficulty settings. You know, honestly, 90 is really good. You just never know how the AI is going to play. Last week was one of the examples to where the AI just really struggled, or you could just say an example of where I played out of my mind. Like I've never played that good. So like, you know, we're going to probably come back down to earth here this week at Emery Beach Club. This course was actually designed by B101, the course design legend in 2K23, and they added it to the game here in 2K25 in the career mode. So that's awesome that they used another B101 course in the career mode. He has like 3, I think, from that he created in 2K23 that are included in the 2K25 career, which is really cool. But just like always today, we're going to be going through the training, the practice round, and then diving into round number 1 of the tournament. So if you want to skip ahead to the round, I have timestamps for you all in the video description below. So feel free to go ahead and jump to the round number 1 start time. And before we dive into training, I do want to show you all the career settings, and just to make sure we're on 91 AI difficulty since we did win last week. So yeah, for settings, we can see we are at 91% AI difficulty. So if a lot of you all have been asking for the career settings, so here's the settings that I play on right here. Now, as far as presets, that doesn't really matter as much, right? But I believe that if you change this to legend, let's see, if I change it to legend, I believe that we are on legend difficulty. Yeah, so if you change it to legend, you're going to be on the difficulties that I'm on now. I'm actually on harder than legend because I'm on 91%. So I did want to show that. I know it's going to change back to custom, but we are on opponent difficulty legend right now, above legend, because we're playing now on 91 this week instead of 90 because we won last week. So if we win again this week, we'll probably move it to 92. And, you know, we're probably going to find that point to where the AI is going to be a little bit insane. But we were kind of insane last week, right? You just never know what's going to happen out there on the course. But I did want to show my settings because many of you have been asking for that. So those are the settings that I play on. And it's time for training here. Now, I think we need to continue to work on putting. Whatever putting drill we have this week that improves putt rhythm and putt transition, that is going to be the focus here. So what do we got? Putting perfect speed improves putt rhythm, contact, putt path. I wish that improved putt transition. It does not. And honestly, it helps me get into a rhythm. I don't know why. It's just for whatever reason, working on putting really helps me. So the drill here that Jerry has for Ryan Gamer is called perfect speed. We're trying to get 1,200 points. We have gotten gold on this one before, so we just got to do that again today, right? Perfect practice makes perfect. Last week, we did not have the greatest practice, or we didn't have a great training session, but then we dominated in the actual tournament, right? So maybe it doesn't always mean a good correlation, right? But here we go. So basically, we're trying to land it in the blue zones without going too far into the reds, which honestly, I need to work on this 100%. It really is the drill I need to work on because that's what I struggle with. Oh! Oh. Don't move an ounce, Ryan. You're kidding. I cannot believe we just made the first one. And then look. You're kidding me. Welcome to golf, everybody. Where you can come out and practice and drain your first putt like it's nothing. Then you increase your rhythm by 3.5% and send it. I do love that change in this game this year, adding tempo. for short game and putting. I was already in short game last game, like chipping, splash, and stuff. But I mean putting specifically, they added it. And it's been phenomenal. Like, it adds a unique challenge. And, you know, rhythm is important in real life putting, right? And I'm glad they have that in the game. There we go. That's another 150. So we have 550 right now. We're in a new spot here. So right to left and a little right to left at the end. Not much movement. But the main thing I'm focusing on right now is rhythm and transition. And I missed them. And it's off the green. Well, we don't lose 50 points for that. Clearly, Jerry doesn't care if we send it in between the red circles, right? Jerry needs to add another circle, right? Oh, or not. No, I think Jerry has enough circles out there, right? I'll be the one. Be the one. Be the one. This is insane. This is what I need to work on, but wow. That's great. Great transition. Good rhythm as well. Barely missed it. Okay, aim a bit more to the right. I think this is our last putt at this location. This is going to help us dial it in this week, right? I mean, this is a great training drill. Honestly, it's probably my favorite putting training drill. I feel like this is what I really need to work on every single time. And look at that. That is a quad perfect here in practice. That shows how bad we misread the putt, though, right? That's kind of embarrassing. You hate to see it. Are you kidding me? That's another 150. What are we at? Oh, look at this. 1050, everybody. We are so close. One more and we've got it. And I crushed it. Crushed it right in there. Purely calculated, like, right? Perfectly calculated. What could we say? Just a, yeah. You love to see it. If that misses, it's in the -50 mark. We got it. That is +7 putt rhythm, right? And +7 putt contact and putt path. That is amazing. And we got a 15% experience boost, which I know doesn't matter, but still, that's awesome. Next up, we focus up at Emery Beach Club here for the practice round. See if we can dial in our game right here before the round, get as many stat boosts as we can before we dive on to our first tournament at 91% AI difficulty. So that's going to be a fun one. Okay, so practice round. Yeah, we're not going to do closest to pin. We're going to make sure we get onto Emery Beach Club. We get in a rhythm. We are playing on firm and fast greens. Okay. -2 is the goal, everybody. To get the max number of stat boost, +7 to all of our attributes, we got to shoot a 2 under or better. We can do this. Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking today. So I'm drinking, again, Dr. Pepper Zero. So I'm recording this video right after the Impossible Challenge round for the week. That would have been posted yesterday. So this is going to be posted on Saturday morning. Impossible Challenge will be Friday morning. And the Dr. Pepper really got me going that round. So cheers. Okay, here we go. 220 yards. Oh, no. What is this? Hole number 11? Oh, boy. You know, B101 is a great designer. And he created so many incredible courses in 2K23 and 2K21. But it's so cool to have him in the career mode here. But his courses are really tough. You got to be precise. And if you miss, you're in trouble. Well, it's a good thing it was barely miss on the contact, and I aimed pretty far to the left, which really helped us out. We got lucky. Look at Ryan giving Jerry a high five here in the practice round. Ryan's like, yeah, I thought I really sit down in the water, and Jerry said, how about that? It always does look like Jerry says, how about that there? That's my lip reading there for that high five. I'll be the one. Did all the practice pay off? It did, though. Look at that putting stroke. I'm telling you, I think I just need to start skipping training, right? I know it gives us time to tell life stories and kind of get in a rhythm. But I feel like I'm going to do putting every week, right? I feel like it's going to get boring for you all. But, you know, we'll see. Okay, hole 12, a par 5. Here we go. Even on the day, we got 4 holes to play here in the practice round. And it looks like a good birdie chance. But again, water to the left here. It was to the right on the last one. What a beautiful golf course. Okay, 253. Slide up the hill. Basically land this 3-wood a little bit short. And roll it up. That's not a good swing. Why we practice. Wow, I never expected that bunker to be even in play. That's how bad we missed that one. You know, Jerry's over there shaking his head, right? Like, what in the world are we doing right now, Ryan? Go in. Almost did. If that's a little bit more to the right, it's in. What a shot. Okay, 9 feet, downhill 1 inch. Steady left to right breaker. You're kidding. Okay, well, not a great start this week. You have to birdie that hole. When we get to hole 12 in the actual round, we have to birdie that one. Like, that's a huge missed opportunity. And now we're to 16 here. 16, a par 3 with water everywhere. Did anybody predicting a water shot this week? Well, let's just ace it. There it is. Look at that. If we can find that swing, the same swing we had all last week, we're going to dominate. Beautiful. Okay. There's one. What's the last hole? Please give us a par 5. We got to get one more. Is this the 18th? It is the 18th. A par 5. Water down the right. There's water everywhere here. It's Emery Beach Club, so you would expect that. It will be interesting to see what the wind is here on the actual round, right? Oh, this one. Okay, I know this golf hole. Oh, boy. Okay. 2 iron. I didn't give myself any room for error. That's a bad calculation. Ryan's like, I thought you said there, and Jerry said no. I told you to go there. We get a very generous drop, right? Gotta make it. Nope. Well, okay. That is a disappointing finish. We just got to make sure we don't double here. If we bogey, we still get the +4 to all attributes, right? But that is a very disappointing bogey. Okay, when we get to the final round, we know to hit a partial 3-wood or to lay up, right? You know, you got to play smart and really look at course management when you play a B101 course. And here at Emery Beach Country Club, like, you better be ready because this course will crush you if you allow it to. And I allowed it to there. I don't know why I thought a 2-iron would get there. I mean, honestly, I think it can, but it has to be struck to perfection on every single swing input. And you just shouldn't put that type of pressure on yourself when all you need is a birdie. You need a birdie, pull out a 3-wood or lay up to the left. That's why you do a practice round, right? That is why it's so important. That is why I love the practice rounds. It gives you a chance to get out to the course, play these golf holes, you know, some of the harder ones, and see what you should do. I showed you what you shouldn't do, but It is time. Week 16, round number 1 of the Norwood Invitational at Emery Beach Country Club here. Let's dominate. Practice round. Went solid. We got +4 stats from the practice round. We got +7 putt rhythm, putt contact, and putt path from the putting training session. So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and dive on into round number 1. And let's see what the weather is going to be today. Is the wind going to be the same as practice? It was very low. Are we going to have firm, fast conditions? Oh, very fast. You don't say. Where did that come from? Medium winds and very fast greens. Ryan, I hope you're ready. YouTube, I hope you're ready. Let's dominate today at Emery Beach Club. Oh my, it has been a while since we've seen very fast greens here. I think this might be the first time we've seen them in the career mode, so let's be ready, everybody. Come on.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The opening round of the Norwood Invitational is about to begin. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by 2002 PGA champion Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. The course is in phenomenal shape. I was out there a short time ago walking around. The players are excited. We can't wait to see what drama unfolds this week on 2K Sports.
Okay, if this leaderboard is anything to show, this course is about to play insane. So, okay, we better be ready. Lucas Glover at the top, 1 under par, Wyndham Clark, and then a lot of players right there at even. Not a lot of pros have played yet, right? I mean, it looks like an early morning tee time for Ryan Gamer, and Fitzpatrick is our rival this week. There's water everywhere here. Oh, no. Okay, 447, uphill 3 feet. Water all the way down to the left. This is a dangerous golf course. Whoa, a big hitch in the swing there. That's unfortunate.
That's just sneaked into the second cut of rough.
Are you kidding me?
Second shot
I thought
here
the
on
wind
the
was going to
first.
grab it enough, but... Okay, I mean, it's better than the water, though, but we're left with 175 into a 9 mile per hour wind. Can't talk. Those very fast greens have me nervous right now. And very fast greens, which is what I was getting at. So here we go. I'm going to go 5 iron, probably 4 iron in this rough. And got to land this basically on that left to right slope there and kind of send it down. If this even gets there. It does. Wow, that came out hot.
I didn't see that from the rough.
That's honestly what I was trying to do. I just was hoping for less carry. I was hoping to hit that hill a lot sooner and then move it right towards the pin, but we're on the green. We're dancing on hole 1.
This is one you don't practice very often. John, give us a read on this putt.
What do we got, John?
This one will be diving hard to the right.
27 feet, downhill 1 inch. It is diving hard to the right. This is what we worked on in training, everybody.
This putt on a good line.
Good effort.
Not bad from there.
202 green speeds.
Long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
202. That means if you hit a full putting stroke, it's going to travel 202 feet. That's how fast these greens are. We've been playing mostly this year 151s or slower. Maybe we had 161s one time.
The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
That's a rock solid par right there.
Here's a look at the updated
top.
leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 4th place.
Dominating. He's 2 under through 3.
Let's go to the par 3 second.
Nothing like getting punched right in the jaw early in your round. Big bunker fronting this green. You got a little pot bunker there on the right-hand side. The green sits up above the tee just a little bit. Lots of elevation, lots of fall-offs. And whatever you do, please don't be long. Don't go swimming.
How about we just ace it, Rich? Rich has me terrified about this golf hole.
The club choice is a 6-iron.
That's beautiful. Wow. That's what we did last week. All 4 rounds. This is a 2-round tournament now again.
What a beautiful leave right there.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Show us the replay again. Oh, no, never mind. Matt Fitzpatrick must have hit a good shot. I wanted to see the replay.
Little draw. Nothing sweeter.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot.
A very similar shot.
However,
we're going to watch the replay ourselves. Good shot for Fitzpatrick there.
9 feet remain. Henny,
9
how
feet.
tough will this
Yeah,
putt
what do we got,
be?
Henny?
Yeah, it's really tough to see, but it's going to be straight and then just switch left.
Yeah, it's just barely moving right to left. We got to watch this shot again. And good time for a screenshot, right? But here we go. Before the screenshot, let's watch it. That was just beautiful. Like, that landed in the perfect spot. Not perfect. It wasn't an ace, but like to land it short, catch it, and then roll it down knowing the greens are fast. Just beautiful. Put good spin. And honestly, we had a very similar idea to what Fitzpatrick did there. So I'm going to pause the video, take a couple screenshots. We're going to send it in for birdie. Such a beautiful golf hole, and what a course. This is awesome.
Henny is greenside.
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
Got to make it
Okay,
just
John,
a
what do
little
you
right
see
to
with
left.
this
Wait,
putt?
we're giving
Pretty
John to get the read
straight-looking
too?
putt. If anything, it'll move a little to the left.
Are Henny and John just right here competing for the read?
And
Get
the
in.
birdie putt drops.
There's one. Based on what Oberg is doing right now, we're going to need a lot of those. I mean, he's 2 under through 3, and those are not
And a
easy
good
starting
job there
holes.
as he moves to 1 under for the championship.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
I tell you, Oberg has had a great year.
Teeing off here on the 3rd.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Yeah, I'm actually going to hit a draw slightly through those trees into the wind. Maybe too fancy, we'll see. I know I said B101
really
courses
got
are about
behind
course
that
management, and I'm sending it, but
That is deep, deep rough.
well, we haven't hit a fairway yet today. What else is new, right? 43 feet, uphill 4 feet, and very difficult pitch shot. I mean, you can see the ball is buried in the rough. Like this looks like Oakmont rough right here. Just the ball just getting buried. I tell you, I am terrified when we get to the U.S. Open. I really am. I think spinner might be the best shot here. We don't really have a good shot. A pitch shot I don't really love from the rough here. I don't really love a spinner either. I think I'm going to go lob wedge pitch. That's very good. Just watch it go. Like, firm and very fast. Just went. You're not going to be able to spin it very much from that lie. And look, it's going to come back. These are like impossible challenge greens right here. Really. These are like impossible challenge greens here.
He's got this left for birdie. Henny, how tricky
Good thing
is
I
this
just
one?
played an impossible
it's
challenge
gonna
round.
bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Yeah, it's going to bank about 1.5 feet, it looks like. It's going to break more at the beginning and then kind of straighten up a little bit towards the very end. Still going to break right to left, though. That dove a mile at
That
the
was
beginning.
on a pretty good line, but does not get to the hole.
You have to respect
Okay,
these
this
green
putt for
speeds,
par,
right? And I
trying to get out
did.
of here without any damage.
Maybe too much respect, but that's a par.
That one drops.
This might be up
Here's
there
a
with
look
the
at
Copperhead
leaderboard.
course
Our featured
for
player
difficulty
is in
this
fourth.
season. because of the green speeds. Now, Copperhead course, if we would have played that on
Here's a
202s,
look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
I don't know if we would have broke even.
Right here, you've got water way left, but you got a bunker that runs all the way down the left-hand side of this hole. Small little bunker there in the middle of the fairway, but not really reachable. From the second shot, it's a pretty flat, generous, open area that you can run your golf ball up and onto, but anything out to the right-hand side will run off into a low area.
This shot from about 190 yards.
Yeah, 189.
Just one stroke off the lead.
Uphill 3. We know we're not going to be able to stop this on these greens right now. So, wow, where's the best place to land this? I don't know. We might be able to stop a 4-iron with the very steep angle of attack. It's got to be struck perfectly into this wind. If we don't strike it perfectly, it's not going to be on the green. Yep. I might get lucky.
This one's
His contact
right of
wasn't
the green.
terrible. But yeah, it's just going to go. Come back. Come on. Come back. Come back. Come back. Nope.
This putt to get to 2 under par for the tournament.
This is going to be a nightmare.
Let's check in with Henny.
Yeah, it's a mid-range 32-foot putt.
Yeah, the difficult part about this is the speed. It's downhill 1 foot, well, 9 inches. It's breaking right to left and then left to right. Most of the break is going to be at the beginning. Wow, this is tricky. I'm going to go 15 because if we hit this too far, we're going to roll off the front of the green.
Man, that was close.
I took 15 off of that putt and watch it go. I thought I was playing that safe, honestly. We almost made it. Almost is a strong word. Look at Ryan shake his head, look at Jerry like, I thought that was 15 feet short. And Jerry's like, yeah, me
Setting
too.
up here with a long putt. Henny,
Gotta make
what do
it.
you see in this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
I don't know about the perfect leave, but crushed it.
Do we think that one will stay on the green?
All that practice, all that
This
training.
putt is from 9 feet away.
Focus up.
That was close. 3 feet left.
We don't talk about hole 4 of Emery Beach Club. Jerry giving Ryan a pat on the back like, sorry, shake it off.
And after that hole, he'll drop to 1 over for the event.
It's not about the mistakes you make. It's about how you bounce back after those mistakes. Did we have a birdie putt? Yes. Did we make a double
The
bogey?
fifth
Yes.
is a par 3, but there's, again, more challenges up there near that surface.
Once again, this green is raised up, so anything missing out to the left-hand side will find a low area. Also, a pretty
Let's just get
significant
an ace.
spine running diagonally through this green. Trying to get it on the right section of the screen is pretty challenging.
We try to hit it off that side slope.
This
You
needs
know the greens are
just
fast.
a little work to the left-hand side.
Oh, that
That's
looked good in the air,
beautiful.
and now looks
Exactly
great
what
on
I
the
was trying to
ground.
do there. Come on! What a
This is ball
shot!
striking clinic. Yet
Run
another
that
green
back.
leg here.
It has been fantastic to watch.
Is it gonna be
all
Matt
week
Fitzpatrick?
long. This
We're gonna
player is
watch it.
dialed in.
Oh,
was
that
insane.
sounded absolutely flushed. We drew that one up perfectly, didn't he? Lovely effort, that.
We are a little
Let's
bit
get back to it,
closer,
shall we?
but that was a beautiful shot. We had an ace line. I
This
truly
putt
think
is
we
for a spot
did.
inside the top 10.
That's how you bounce back. It's not about the mistakes you make. It's about how you respond after those mistakes. How do you try to get better? Wow. Did I say mistakes? 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 You know, we don't worry about words or grammar here at Gamer Ability. We worry about gamer ability. And here we go. Here's your slice of gamer ability for the day, everybody. Right off that slope, kind of slowing it down right there. And then look at this line. If that keeps going, is that going to be an ace? As it turns around? No, I don't think it would have been. But still, what a spectacular shot. That's just phenomenal. Again, somebody asked me recently, how many screenshots do you take around? Well, a lot. Yeah, I like to get a lot for YouTube thumbnails. And yeah, I just like to keep records of my gaming careers, I guess. Yeah, this course is just beautiful. Look at that screenshot right there. It's just a beautiful golf course, and it's so much more beautiful when you hit a shot like that after a double. I still can't believe we doubled that, but that's golf.
Hold. Let's move on. Trailing by a few shots after that hole.
This is going to be a tough day. Oberg at the top, 3 under through 7, but oh my.
The 6th hole, a par 5, but is it gettable in 2?
This is crazy.
Really. This is a long par 5 here. Best played, I think, as a 3-shotter. Anything out to the right-hand side off the tee is just fine. But this is where it gets a little interesting. Do you lay it up short of this bunker here, or do you try and fit it in between those two right there? A decision must be made, and from there, that'll determine whether or not you can be aggressive for your 3rd shot, or you have to be a little on the conservative side.
It's not a decision for somebody who hasn't hit a fairway all day. Right? Like, that takes the decision right out of it. Jerry's over there, like, whispering to Ryan, you better not go left. You can't hit a 50 feet wide fairway, or 50 feet. You can't hit a 100-yard wide fairway, Ryan. You're going to try to hit that?
Standing over his 2nd shot. Just 3 back from the leader.
I think we go driver off the deck here.
And going with driver off the deck with this shot.
Well, I'm going to have a long bunker shot here. That's a very poor strike.
Down to Henny we go.
Nah, this is so good. The bunker isn't even a trap.
Again, this is what I love about this game, right? Last week we dominated at Lone Grove Golf Course, a course I always play well on in the PGA 2K series, and I told you all that. And this week we're humbled at Emery Beach Club at 202 greens, so I love it. That's why the difficulty is ever changing. We win, we move it up by 1. When we lose, I guess depends on how much we lose. We may modify it. We haven't had a big loss in a while. It's a bad time to say that, right? We're about to lose by 30, right? Haven't had a big loss in a while.
All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. This here for a share of 2nd on the leaderboard.
We're tied for 8th.
You got a read on this one?
I think this putt's going left to right.
One time. Got to hit it. We had the line.
Not sure how that putt came up shy.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt.
Right, looking over at Jerry
didn't
like,
read it right, but it'll be an easy
I thought
par.
you gave me the right caddy book last night, right?
It was pretty straightforward. Our leader has built a
Okay, it's
3-shot bar for
Oberg's day.
as we head over to the next.
4 under through 8 here is fantastic.
And
I'm
now
just trying to
teeing
survive
off
right
on
now.
A par 4.
Most demanding tee shot on the golf course by a wide
Oh,
margin. You've got to lay it up down the left-hand side as close to the water as you can to avoid being blocked out by
I
those
wouldn't
trees
call
on the
anything a
right.
layup
Second
here.
shot is downhill to a green that is deep in length, not particularly wide, so you find the surface, better make sure you hit it the right distance.
Okay. Four? Just kidding, it's perfect. Yeah, I took an aggressive line, but if I go to lay up, I'm probably going to be in the water no matter what, so. The chance of water were equal from a 3-wood and driver, in my opinion. And I think it's got to be the spinner. A 60-degree spinner here is perfect. Go right for it. Do not miss left, though. Let's think of course management. Let's aim to the right a bit. That's it.
Great shot indeed.
Amazing. Perfect swing, too.
What a beautiful shot into the 7th green, and now a birdie putt coming up. A putt here to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
Thank you for that
This
information,
is no
Andrew.
gimme, guys. There's a lot of
The
right to
top
left here
5.
still.
I would call it a gimme, Henny. But thank you, though.
Moving along.
Let's go. Okay, we're making mistakes, but we're making birdies, so.
He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole.
Oberg, I'm coming for you. 1 under through 7, he's 4 through 9.
We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
This
And
course
again,
is
you've got
amazing.
another raised green that's surrounded by a large bunker out to the right and a small pot bunker on the left-hand side. Green runs pretty strong from back to front, making that front pin oh so much more difficult.
I think it's got to be a 4-iron here. Bait it slightly into the wind. Let it short, roll it up.
Lovely.
That wind really took it.
Lovely rip.
Because look, contact and swing path were perfect. We have a
Going with
natural
4-iron
fade.
here.
Wind just grabbed it. Okay.
This could be a big momentum putt. It's for birdie. Henny, what is he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, what do we got,
Setting
Henny?
up this putt 29 feet from the cup.
Yeah, 29 feet. I mean, as you can see where I'm playing this, it seems to be breaking a mile.
Starting this one way out to the left. Watch this break.
Oh, almost. If this putt drops, we've got a tie for 3rd.
What a putt,
This is not
right?
a long putt, but there is a break to the left.
You can't even be upset about that, right? That was a great putt.
Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole. While we have a moment, we
Ober
want to show
got a
you the
bogey.
updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 3rd.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The AI does tend to struggle on faster greens and different conditions. So even at 91%, we'll see. Right? Like, we'll see what happens. But I don't anticipate this is going to be easy. Obviously not going to be easy for us, but I think it's going to be a tough round for the AI as well. As you can see, I do think Oberg might get up there to like 5 under, 6 under. We'll see. 288. There's no shot we go for this. Driver off the deck is going to be in the water. Wow, this is crazy. I love it. This course is phenomenal. Yeah, I mean, that's all we can really do. You get aggressive there, you're going to be in the water probably 50% of the time. I don't like those odds.
Sitting at 1 under.
I know that's not a fun way to necessarily play, but you do got to play smart sometimes. And yeah, we're in a perfect spot here. Nice little fade approach.
This wind really
That's it.
starting to get up. That was well managed.
Course management, right? I mean, you hate to play it that way, but what other way can you do it?
5 shots off the lead.
It's just way too risky, in my opinion, to even try to go for that. Look at this.
How about this shot? Oh, that's outstanding. Holds it from the bunker.
Time to get back
That was
to live
incredible.
play. 7
All right.
feet from here.
Yeah, 7 feet. Rocking from right to left. I'm going to go like 3 cup lengths out to the right. Get in.
Gets that one to drop. That's the 4th birdie of the day.
Did you all notice the swing? I misread that. So I overread it, but I pulled it on the contact by 6 degrees,
And he
which
improves
pulled it
his
right
score
in.
to 2 under par for the event.
Lucas at the top now. Oberg there is tied at 3 under as well. Maybe the leader is going to be
Now
5
to the
under
par
this
4
week.
10th.
Premium on accuracy here as bunkers are down the right-hand side and just a little small one down the left to get your attention. From there, for the first time, we don't have any hazards around this green, but don't let that fool you. It drops off on all sides.
Do you all like how I went
lot
up
to
there
like
with so
about
much
that
confidence on one of the hardest fairways to hit? I see that tiny little alley there, and I just send it. I wish I could do that every time. Okay. Focus up. 94 yards, uphill 10 feet. It's got to be a lob wedge approach. I'm going to draw this against the wind just a little bit. Going to come off to the left just barely. Gotta go. It's gotta go. The closed club face takes off a lot of distance, and that's an example of it.
A chance here to get to 3 under par. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Thank you, Henny. Give us a little more information than that. 15 feet, uphill 3 inches. Get in.
That's 2
Come on.
in a row, and some momentum is
Fastest
building.
greens we faced. Who cares?
2 in a row. He's feeling it.
The impossible
Here's a look
challenge
at how
prepares me
things
for this,
stand.
right?
It's a 1-shot lead.
All right, Lucas at the top. Oberg there in second.
The 11th.
Or no, tied at the top,
Yeah,
right?
challenging
We're in
one
second.
at that, Luke. Really no room for error if you're trying to find the surface. A lot of players actually be trying to come up a little bit short and certainly left of this green, leaving the easy chip or an easy chip as possible on this very difficult par 3.
I will say, walking to the tee, Jerry told Ryan, play it safe. You'll never hear Jerry say something like that. He said, play it safe out to the left. Do not flirt with the water. Okay. I thought it was in the actual swing there, to be honest. There we go.
This one
Well,
looks
we're
like it's
safe.
going left. Well,
Played it a
off
little
the target with that
too
one.
safe with
What
that
a
swing.
shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
It's a perfect flop area, though. Fast greens, it's still going to stop because we hit that to perfection. That is why Jerry is one of the best caddies in the business, everybody. Beautiful.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Come on.
Currently 3 under for the event.
Lucas with another birdie. I really think 5 under is probably going to be the round to beat today. This course is playing tough.
And on the tee here at the par 5 12, the players start to feel like, well, we've got a chance here.
Finally, a hole that does not beat you up, isn't it? A par 5 that is easily reached into. Find the fairway. Second shot, you just have to avoid a little small pot bunker about 30 yards shy of the green. Other than that, a chip and a putt, and you're making a birdie.
That's the way. That's what I like to hear,
This
Rich.
is his second shot.
This is my type
Just a
of
couple
par
back
5.
from our leader.
A little loft. Slight steeper angle of attack. Not much. Draw it a little bit into the wind. Close club face. That's
Well, that's
just
a pretty
fine.
good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive
Might
play,
chip
Luke.
this.
Like to see it on this par 5.
Yeah. I'm going to chip this. You know, Jerry's over there shaking his head out of frustration. He loves putting, whether you're from the fringe, fairway. But I mean, no. On these fast green speeds, we putt that, I feel like we're in trouble. We can control a lob wedge chip.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Okay, holding steady
Did
on
you
the
all see the
leaderboard after
swing?
that hole.
If you missed it, don't rewind it. Nothing to see there. Okay, Lucas Glover, 6 under par. Oberg in second at
13th, Rich,
5.
They say it's a drivable par 4, but that's not necessarily a wise play.
I'm not too sure anybody is going to try
By
and find
who?
the surface here with their tee shots. So lay it up out to the right-hand side. Just a short iron for your second. Green perched well above the fairway. Anything missing to the left could find the water.
Like, I know
Well, that's
we're
a
not a
handy shot.
powerhouse, but like, I'm not even convinced a powerhouse can drive this green. Maybe with the right wind. I think a normal approach lob wedge is going to be the best play here. Similar to what we did earlier, we're going to put it up there in the wind. We got to spin it back because we're hitting on that downslope there. It was coming off to the left, and I compensated for it, but I pulled it off the swing path, which is going to exaggerate that side hill right away.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Yeah, 11-footer, uphill 1 inch. Now, I will say that was great distance control, right? So that's a positive. Just a little bit right to left.
Looking good. Oh, what a putt. And he moves to 5 under par.
I smile because, well...
And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1.
well, it's another misread. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
The 14th requires some accuracy off the tee, Rich.
Yeah, this hole's got some length to it, doesn't it? Bunker down the right-hand side. You need to avoid that. Trees on the left can come and play with a truly wayward tee shot. Second shot, a big carry over a massive bunker. However, a user-friendly-ish type green with everything feeding in from the right-hand side.
I love a user-friendly green, but I don't see that too many times at a B101 course, so let's see.
Second shot here on the 14th.
I'll believe it when I see it. But yeah, I mean, on that last hole, we were 11 degrees off on contact. It's like the third time we've done that today, and we've made it. So if that tells you how our green reading is today, what does Rich always say? Better to be lucky than good, right? So we're using Rich's philosophy. So I'm going to do a 5-iron here. A little loft, steeper angle of attack, lift it and spin it a little bit more. It's going to come off to the left off the side slope. Not much, though. That's it. A quad perfect.
Going with less club.
Perfection. Perfection, I know, is in the hole, but that was close to perfection. What a shot.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
All right, Matt, what do you got? Show us something
And
here.
This putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Oh, going for a birdie.
That's a good-looking putt, that. Come on.
Get in. Get
Go
in.
in.
Oh, no!
That's so mean.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
Golf is such a mean sport. I mean, what a putt.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Penny,
User
take us through the break
friendly?
on this putt.
This one is breaking left to right.
User friendly? We're about to find out. We needed that 11-degree pull there. We hit
Putt coming
perfect.
up here.
Don't be fooled by the short length. There is still a lot of movement here to the left.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
What a fight. What a fight today, everybody. Come on, we're
Let's
down
check
one.
out the 15th. It's a par 4.
I tell you, we fought for every bit of this. Hole 15. One back from the leaders at 6 under. We're 5 under. Leaders are at 6. Have we hit more than 10% of fairways? Luckily, it went into the sand, though.
That is just, ugh. Ugh.
Thank you,
Okay,
Andrew.
Annie, what do you see down there?
Yeah, this is straight back into the
Wasn't
breeze.
that
It's going to be a
bad.
tough one.
Okay, now we just got to hope this 2-iron gets up and out, and I think it will. Think is, you know, not ideal.
That was a misjudgment coming out of the sand.
Well,
That
what
will
else were we going to
definitely
do,
work.
Henny? Pull out a 3-wood there? It was a poor contact, I will say that.
And the mindset
I don't think a
now is to get
misjudgment.
up and down from here.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, it's going to be able to stop here, even on these greens. Just hard to predict this upslope here and into the wind. Gonna stay 50-degree wedge flop. Running that slope. Left to right, left to right. Go, 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 go. Wow, it really did stop.
Lining this one out.
Give us
from
one, Matt.
fairways.
Pull this one out. This is for birdie.
Starting this one way out to
They
the
didn't
left.
say. Get in. What a
And from
putt.
long range too.
Come
Fist
on.
pumps all round. That is how you do it from outside
I
range.
wish it
That
showed
was
you the
huge.
score, right? I wish it
7
showed you
feet
what
to
they were
the
going
cup.
for there. Sometimes they
Trying
say,
to save a par here.
sometimes they don't. 7 feet, downhill 2 inches.
Come on. Six feet remain.
You know, that's golf. I mean, last week we were reading the greens to perfection, and this week, the ones we made, we miss it. And yeah, that's a couple misreads in a row.
Here's a look at the way things stand. He is currently in the tie for third place.
You can tell, just getting used to the 202 green speeds. I don't play these greens too often. We haven't played these too often in the career
Here's the
mode.
par 3 16th hole.
I play them in the
Trying to forget
Impossible
the bogey
Challenge
to
series,
last and
but
focus in on this one.
this isn't the Impossible Challenge. Okay, here we go. 150. We can hit an 8-iron into this wind, fade it slightly, let the wind pull it back.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's
Bounce
see.
right. Bounce right. Come on. Come on.
Hey, that was tricky with that
Come
wind.
on.
Great shot there.
Yes. Put my whole body into that
This
one.
putt from 8 feet away.
You watched me on the webcam.
great
It looks like
birdie
I'm
chance here.
dancing. Oh, dancing for birdie is what we're doing. That's the birdie dance. Okay, focus up.
That looked good for a while. This putt for par.
Jerry's gonna hand Ryan tonight probably 1,000 putting books on this golf
Well,
course.
after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, it really does,
Being
Andrew.
a couple
Thank you.
off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
This hole is a par 4.
Oh, I love this hole. Drivable par 4 if you need to, or if you want to. If not,
Oh, I'm
just
going
bail out
for
to
it.
the right-hand side with just some sort of long iron. Next shot, just with a short wedge, but watch out for long and left as that water comes into play in a hurry.
What
That's
a drive.
amazing.
Look at that.
How nervous were you all for that one? You could be honest. I wasn't nervous till I saw it flying.
Setting
Okay.
up in the green side rough.
Chip it in for eagle. Come on, Ryan. Come on.
Oh, that was so close.
You're kidding.
From
What
the
do you got,
sand,
Matt?
Looking to get up and down.
Oh, wait for it. Went into the sand. Is that another
This
hole
just
out?
might be good enough to go
Barely
down.
missed. Good shot.
All right, let's get back to the action. Trying
I
to get to 5 under
crushed that
par
chip.
with this putt. Henny,
These
what more
greens
can
are
you tell us?
insane.
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet. Now that's how you roll the
It is
rock.
about time.
As we take a look at the leaderboard, our
Missed it by
featured
4
player is in
degrees. It's
third
not a big deal
place.
on the greens. That was going to go in either way. But yeah, that's a huge one.
Out to the 18th tee.
If you are going to go for this green in 2, you better be sure about what you are doing. A long par 5, most of the players just a 3-shotter. You want to lay up into a very narrow area right there.
I didn't mean to move it,
The third
but
shot, though, to a pretty inviting
it.
green, it must be said, but accuracy, as always, distance control, as always, imperative.
all I can think back to is the practice round right now. I'm trying to throw that out of my mind, but we also need to use that and not mess this up. We are one back from the leaders right now.
That's going to work nicely for him.
Okay.
5 under at the moment.
It's a perfect chance to go for this with the 2-iron. We're in a different spot than we were in training. Do you want to win or do you want to lose, right? I'm going for it. Going for it. Gonna come off to the right. Wind's gonna blow it back. One time. That's it. I was so nervous there, especially after putting a 2-iron into the water on the practice round, but we were in a different spot. We had a much better drive there. And here we are at the very tough birdie chance. I mean, eagle chance. Very tough eagle chance.
Even 2 putts would be good from here. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Yeah, I'd say it's a tricky little slider. I mean, okay. This is insane. Are you better off being off the green, like to the left there? We're about to find out. That's very good. On those green speeds, never mind. That's impossible. Yeah, it wasn't very good.
I think
mean,
we're lucky that one stopped
it's
where
fine.
it did.
Yeah, I agree with Andrew. We are lucky it stopped where it did because that could have been an absolute
Here's a
nightmare.
putt to get into a share of the lead.
To tie the lead. Now, we did have a morning tee time, I thought. We're about to find out. I think it's more right to left. Actually, I think this... Yeah, I'm going to go right edge just a bit. Not right edge, like right center. Yes!
That's the way you finish a birdie
Come
on
on.
the closing hole.
Let's go, baby. That's incredible. Let's see what the rest of the field did.
He's really going to be happy with this round, finishing the day on top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, great day out there of golf. Looking forward to some of it tomorrow.
Okay, we're about to have a battle in the final round. A 3-way tie. Ryan Gamer, Ludwig Oberg, and Lucas Glover there, 6 under par. What a battle, what a fight, what a fight. We fought for every bit of that. That was just exceptional. Tom Kilm in 4th, Grayson Sig, Adam Svensson, I'm saying his name correctly, Lydia Ko, Sepp Straka, Jason Day, and Matt Fitzpatrick had a rough day out there, 2 over par, but honestly, I feel like we could have been 2 over par because like that was just really tough. We fought and we climbed up with the tie for first going into the final round. What a fight that was after a double bogey as well. So, yeah, that's why you keep your head, right? You keep your head. You continue to stick to the strategy. You're not reading putts. It's all right. They're going to drop sooner or later. And honestly, we got lucky on a lot of rows because we misread it and ended up pulling it into the cup, right? So you love when that happens. Luck was on our side today. And luck was on our side at Lone Grove Golf Course last week as well. So, you know, you just hope when you miss, it's where you misread. And that happened multiple times that round. I mean, that's a 6 under par. You take a look at the scorecard here and 2 under on the front with a double. And then on the back, we got a 4 under with 5 birdies and 1 bogey on the 15th. What a round, everybody. That's just exceptional. A 65 on the scorecard, a 6 under, tied for first place. Now, before we leave today, we have to take a look at the event stats because I feel like fairways was not good. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I feel like those fairways are almost impossible to hit. And if you miss one way, you're in the water. You miss the other way, you're in the heavy rough or the bunker, right? What a tough course and what an awesome design. 69 fairways. 88 greens, though, is really good. Despite only hitting 69% of fairways, 88 greens is phenomenal. Proximity hole is amazing. 21 feet. Putting was not what it has been, honestly. We got lucky on some putts, but I will say the killer today was this one. Medium accuracy was rough. I mean, those greens were tough, though. They definitely were, but we were just off. Our green rating was not on. The birdies we dropped here at a 56% rate, I want to say 4 of those were misstruck and caused us to go in the hole because we misread it. And I don't think that's an over-exaggeration. But yeah, I mean, if you all were counting, it could have been every single one. But 9 birdies, 7 pars, 1 bogey, and a double. That's a great round, but you got to limit those mistakes. Without those mistakes, everybody, we have a 3-stroke advantage going into the final round. So in order to win, we got to limit mistakes. So final round, go. Play aggressive, but still play smart and get the job done, right? That's as simple as that. We're going to play smart golf. We're going to score birdies. We're going to limit mistakes. No bogeys. Bogey-free finale, and we're going to dominate. Imagine if we get our first sudden death tiebreak here. We had it in the Corn Ferry Tour, and I would love it here in the PGA Tour. We have not had a sudden death tiebreak yet that we were in. We've seen the AI battle it out. We didn't see them do it, but we saw it say there was a tiebreak. But yeah, I would love to have a tiebreak in the final round here at Emery Beach Club, but I would also love to just win by a couple strokes and not have to worry about that. But I do want to see a tiebreak. What a round. I will see you all in the final round of the Norwood Invitational at this great golf course, Emery Beach Club. If you all got some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more, and there is plenty more content you can tune into here on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel. I'll see you next time, and as always, have a fantastic day, everybody.